What is the most important skill that I've learned to make me a faster and more effective shooter? What's up, skid marks? Welcome to another day on the range with the tech guy, me, Blake Wright. Man, things have reversed here at 3 of 7 Project, it seems like. Here I am out here filming videos on the range, and Chad is back handling calls and doing secretary work and whatever you want to call it. The things that I would normally be doing. So things seem upside down around here lately. But anyways, thank you guys for joining again for another video. Today what I want to talk to you about is something that has greatly enhanced my shooting ability, and that is the ability to go fast when needed and slow when needed, and being able to transition between those two effectively. So there's a few different areas that we can be fast when we're shooting, but there's also areas that you need to slow down, and you're actually faster and more efficient because you slowed down. And so I want to look at 3 different areas today and show you guys some drills that I personally work to make me better at those. And the 3 areas I want to talk about are distance, mag change, and engaging multiple targets. So in all 3 of those areas, there's times where you need to be fast and times where you need to be slow. So let's go out on the range and talk about when those are and how to run these drills. Before we get rolling with these drills, I wanted to tell you guys the ammo that we're going to be shooting today was provided to us by Scheels. And if you don't know about Scheels, it's a really cool store. Most of their actual physical locations are in the Midwest. We ran an alpine mountaineering mission out in Utah, and they've got a store out there, probably multiple, but we checked one out, and man, they're huge. They have everything in them. But the ammo that we're shooting today was provided to us by them. It was shipped out to us, so they ship ammo, and their online store is even greater than what you can get in person. And the shipping was fast. And so I just wanted to say thank you to Scheels for providing this ammo to us, because you guys know we do a lot of shooting out here, and this stuff can get expensive. Y'all know ammo isn't cheap. If you do any shooting yourself, you know that ammo isn't cheap, and so it's a tremendous help to us to have ammo provided to do these videos for you guys. So thank you for sending that out, Scheels. All right, so the first area that we're going to talk about that dictates the speed in which you shoot is distance. So what I have set up behind me here are 3 steel silhouette targets. The closest is at 7 yards, the second one is at 15 yards, and the furthest target is at 25 yards. And so what I'm going to do is start with my gun in the holster, and I'm going to fire 2 rounds on each target. And what you should pay attention to here is my shot cadence, so the time between each shot. And that should increase as the drill progresses because I'm shooting targets further and further away each time. So it should sound like this: boom, 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 boom. And what I'm having to do is slow down my shot cadence because I'm focusing on sight alignment and trigger press, because the slightest error in your fundamentals of shooting as the distance increases dramatically affects where your bullet impacts the target you're shooting at. So let's run this drill. You guys pay attention to that shot cadence and see if you hear what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. All right, so if y'all heard that, you heard what I was talking about before the drill. You can speed that shot cadence up really close when the distance is only 7 yards, but as it progresses, that shot cadence has to slow down, and distance is what makes that go faster or slower. Now I could have just blew through this drill and fired 2 shots at each target as fast as I did the first 7-yard target, but what would have happened is my accuracy would have fell apart. So my shot cadence could have been fast, but my shots wouldn't have been hits. So by slowing down, I was actually more efficient and effective at shooting the target. So that's one area that going fast and slow is very important. Let's move on and talk about the next drill. All right, so let's talk about transitioning between targets. This is another area that you need to work on going fast and slow. What I have found myself doing before, and say running the bill drill, I think it's called, where you start from the holster, you shoot 3 different targets 2 times each, you do a mag change, and then you do it again. I want to go really fast. I'm being timed and I'm trying to push it, go as fast as I can. But in doing that, I have several misses because I'm transitioning between targets so fast. So here, you're not necessarily having to focus on the speed of your shot cadence, but just the speed of your movements. So let's run the drill and then we'll talk about areas that you have to speed up and slow down. So if you'll see down here, I've got 3 different steel silhouette targets, the same 3 we were shooting a minute ago. And I'm going to engage each one of those targets 2 times each, moving from left to right. So let's run it. All right, here we go. All right, so if you guys saw there, what we're having to do is come out of the holster. We're taking the first 2 shots really fast. So that whole movement is pretty fast. Holster, draw, 2 shots. But then you have to slow down as you transition from that target to your next one. And when you're transitioning targets, you move your eyes first and then your gun. This is for 2 reasons. The first reason is safety. One of the laws of gun safety is to never point a gun at something that you're not willing to destroy. And how do you know if you are willing to destroy it if you haven't first looked at it? So your eyes look at the target first and your gun follows. It's a safety reason, but it's also faster and more efficient because if you try to move both your eyes and your gun at the same time, I guarantee it that almost every time you will oversweep your target, or your mind is working so fast that you want to engage the target as you are passing it with your gun. So you have to take the first 2 shots fast, and then you have to slow down. Look, move your gun, align your sights, fast, 2 shots. Look, move your gun, fast, 2 shots. And so that is where you have to speed up and slow down with target transition. All right, so the third and final area that I want to talk to you guys about today is mag changes. The intent of this video is not to teach you how to do a mag change, but to teach you how to make that more efficient. All right, so the third and final area that I want to talk to you guys about today is mag changes. Now the intent of this video is not to teach you how to do a mag change, but to try to help you that already know how to do it, how to make that movement more efficient by knowing where to speed up and where to slow down. So the drill we're going to run is just on one target. We're going to be shooting this steel silhouette with the orange paddle. We're at about 7 yards. We're going to start from the holster, fire 1 shot, do a mag change, and fire 1 more shot. And so let's talk about where we want to go fast and where we want to go slow when we're doing a mag change. So my slide's locked to the rear here. We're going to act like my gun just went dry. I've got an empty magazine I'm inserting here. So let's pretend I'm pointed down range. Boom, my gun goes dry. Now where we can go fast is bringing this gun back into our workspace, dropping this hand away because it has no purpose, and hitting the magazine release button in order to get that out of there. So we can be real fast from here to here. That's a really fast movement, right? And as this hand goes down and grabs your magazine and coming out, that can also be fast. So here, boom, we drop that, we come down, we grab our magazine. All that happens quick. Now where we need to slow down and control our movement is as we begin to insert this into the mag well, because if we're going really fast, we might miss it, we might be crooked, who knows what's going to happen. But if you slow down and control it, once that's inserted in there, you can go ahead and slam that home, drop the slide, and get back on target. So the main area that you want to slow down and control your movement in during a mag change is the time that you are inserting the magazine into the mag well so that you don't miss it and either drop your mag or ram it in there the wrong way, so that you do it correctly, and in the end you'll be faster and more consistent. So let's run this drill and you guys pay attention to that and see how I do. So again, to set up for this, we start with 1 round in the chamber and an empty magazine in our gun. So I'm set up, here we go. All right, so I'll set up for that and run it one more time for you guys. Again, pay attention to where I speed up and where I slow down. Here we go. So you see those movements that I talked about just a minute ago, you see me actually doing it now. I'm moving fast, and although that might look like I'm going fast from the mag pouch to the mag well, I'm actually slowing down in my mind. I've just done enough reps to know where it becomes muscle memory, but I still slow down so that I don't screw that up and drop my mag or fumble around with that it's smooth, because you guys have all heard the saying, or whatever you want to call it, that slow is smooth and smooth is fast. That holds true, and that's the gist of what I'm trying to get at with all of these drills that I'm showing you guys. And so again, this has been a huge enhancement in my shooting. It's made me faster and more efficient, and those are the drills that I practice in order to do that. So I hope you guys got something out of this. Go try these drills. If you have a range you can try them on, go try them out for yourself and see if it helps you become a better shooter like it did me. If you like this video, then like it, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment below. If you think what I'm telling you is crap, tell me why. If you like it, then awesome, tell me that too. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and we appreciate you guys tuning in. See you next time.